Quasi-connectivity isn't as complicated as it sounds. It lets you do some weird things like this, and sorry Bedrock players, this is only in Java edition, but you can power the air block above a piston to actually power it. And this also works for dispensers and droppers. Along with regular pistons, you can think of them as being activated similar to doors here. When you power the bottom block, where the piston or dispenser or dropper might be, it'll activate as normal. But of course, we can also power the upper part of the door, and get power into it there, as we saw here. We can also, of course, send power up and over the top here, powering the block above it to power the door. Which lets us do some other weird things. So we can see this piston here, we can send a signal in from the back here, through this block, and it's powering the air block above it. Well, it's powering this block, which is sending power to the one above it. But this piston doesn't really realize that, so we need to give it some kind of update, a block update, which is why you'll see these called block update detectors, or bud detectors in some cases too. We can also do some other weird things, like completely remove all of this now. Because we didn't provide any updates without there being any power, we have a completely unpowered piston that's extended. We can put a block there to send an update as well. This also does let us send some signals in weird ways. As we saw before, we can send the signal above it, so if we power the block above it like this, again, this piston's actually being powered. We can give it some kind of update by putting a block nearby, and it'll realize that it's being powered. And to bring this to the extreme, you can do some weird things like this. Sending signals along in this way, we can bring a signal above all of these pistons, so they're bud powered, or quasi-connectivity powered, and as soon as I send in any kind of update, all of them will update in the same tick. Which is kinda crazy, considering we needed a repeater to get the signal all the way to the end here. And we actually do use bud power again to even power these, and the one where the repeater is getting bud powered. Because the dust is powering this block where the repeater is, it's actually sending power and updating this one. Leave your Redstone questions in the comments, and subscribe for more daily tips. Join the Discord too to see when streams are. We play all sorts of games. Peace.